Chewie, we're home.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Star Wars cast. Where are they now?
I know what you're gonna say. I changed my hair.
For this list, we'll be looking at the main actors and actresses from all 9 Skywalker Saga films and what they've been doing since. Who's your favorite Star Wars character? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Adam Driver, Kylo Ren.
You still want to kill me?
That happens when you're being hunted by a creature in a mask.
The Star Wars sequel trilogy introduced fans to a new Darth Vader-esque character, Kylo Ren, aka Ben Solo. For some in the audience who had missed him in Girls and Inside Llewyn Davis, it was an opportunity to see Adam Driver in action for the first time. While filming those movies, Driver also had Academy Award-nominated roles in BlacKkKlansman and Marriage Story.
You always made me aware of what I was doing wrong, how I was falling short. Life with you was joyless.
Since the saga ended, he's kept busy with other films, notably The Last Duel, House of Gucci, and White Noise. He's the founder of Arts in the Armed Forces, which provides free arts programming to current and former service members.
Gradually, however, at school, I was exposed to playwrights and characters and plays that had nothing to do with the military, but were somehow articulating my military experience in a way that before to me was indescribable. And I felt myself becoming less aggressive.
Number 19, Sir Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan Kenobi. After appearing in films such as Dr. Zhivago and Lawrence of Arabia, Alec Guinness's Star Wars career seemed like quite a departure for the English actor. Yet millions of fans around the world adored his portrayal of Luke Skywalker's mentor.
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
Never a big fan of the attention the role gave him, Guinness continued to work in film and television steadily during and after his time with Star Wars. His role in the 1987 film Little Dorrit garnered him an Academy Award nomination. Sadly, the actor passed away at the age of 86 in August of 2000, but his voice was heard again in both The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker.
We stand behind you, Rey.
Number 18, Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian.
How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you!
Even the gorgeous views of Cloud City had nothing on the charm of its administrator, Lando Calrissian. He was the old friend turned traitor turned ally again of Han Solo during the latter 2 films of the original Star Wars trilogy. After Star Wars, Billy D. Williams portrayed Harvey Dent in Batman and had several notable television roles on shows like Dynasty and General Hospital. He's also dedicated much of his time to a successful painting career. Williams has reprised his role of Lando in several voice acting roles and in the flesh for The Rise of Skywalker.
Good to see you too, old buddy.
This is General Lando Calrissian.
We know who he is, 3PO.
It is an honor, General.
Number 17, Natalie Portman, Padme Amidala.
I don't know you anymore. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
After dying of a broken heart in Revenge of the Sith, Portman went on to some of her biggest roles to date. She received an Oscar nod and Golden Globe for her work in 2004's Closer, and went on the following year to give a memorable turn in V for Vendetta.
My father was a writer. You would have liked him. He used to say that artists use lies to tell the truth while politicians use them to cover the truth up.
She took home an Oscar for Black Swan and received another Academy Award nomination for Jackie. Plus, she found her way into the God of Thunder's heart in the MCU.
What you seek, it's a bridge.
Like a Nightstand Rosen bridge?
More like a rainbow bridge.
God, I hope you're not crazy.
Jane Foster may be in Valhalla, but Portman is right here among us, keeping busy as ever. Number 16, Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker.
I haven't felt you this tense since we fell into that nest of gundogs. You fell into that nightmare, Master, and I rescued you, remember?
Much like his predecessor, Hayden Christensen originally took a lot of flack from many Star Wars fans for his portrayal of Anakin Skywalker in the latter 2 prequel films. Many opinions have since changed, especially since he took up the character again in 2022's Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did.
In the meantime, Christensen is kept fairly busy starring in other films like Jumper and Vanishing on 7th Street. He also teamed up with his brother Tove and the company Enjoy Movies in 2013 to form Glacier Films, which released American Heist in 2014.
All right, it's not that bad. We gotta stop this bleeding, no?
Number 15, Oscar Isaac, Poe Dameron.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first?
While Isaac's breakthrough role came with 2013's Inside Llewyn Davis, it was his turn as the hotshot pilot Poe Dameron in the sequel trilogy that made him a household name. After those films, he considered taking a break from acting, but couldn't turn down the part of Duke Leto Atreides in Denis Villeneuve's Dune.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray. The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. House Atreides accepts!
He also joined the MCU as the lead in the Egyptian-themed Moon Knight series, which he was also an executive producer on.
Steven, what the hell are we wearing? Don't know. She said I'll need her to suit. Yeah, the ceremonial armor from Concha's temple, not Psycho Colonel Sanders.
Not one to be pigeonholed, Isaac has also branched out into other genres. He played a gambler in The Card Counter and is set to star in the thriller London, directed by Ben Stiller. Number 14, Jake Lloyd, Anakin Skywalker. By the time that The Phantom Menace came out in 1999, Star Wars fans had waited 16 years for a new movie. Needless to say, expectations were high. Child actor Jake Lloyd, who played young Anakin, was 9 years old at the time of release.
Let's get out of here!
Fans were vocal about their displeasure, and Lloyd retired from acting just 2 years later, after the press and kids at school made his life a living hell. Unfortunately, his struggles didn't end there. In 2015, he had 2 separate run-ins with the police, including a high-speed chase that landed him in jail for 10 months. He's since been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and lives close to his family. Number 13, Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn.
I must speak with the Jedi Council immediately. The situation has become much more complicated.
Liam Neeson's appearance in the Star Wars prequel trilogy was a drop in the bucket for his long filmography. With over 30 films prior and over 70 since, Liam Neeson is an actor who likes to keep busy.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Whether he's taking care of his stepson in Love Actually, leading the League of Shadows in Batman Begins, showing off a very particular set of skills in Taken, or just buying a box of cereal in Ted 2, Neeson's range clearly runs the gamut. He's also had several subsequent voice roles and cameos as Qui-Gon Jinn, most notably in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Beginning to think you'd never come.
I was always here, Obi-Wan. You just were not ready to see.
As of writing, he had a slew of films in production, and based on his history, we're sure we'll see plenty more. Number 12, Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't sense anything.
It's not about the mission, Master. It's something elsewhere.
It's not easy to take over a character played by an acting legend like Sir Alec Guinness, but Scottish actor Ewan McGregor has become beloved as the younger Obi-Wan, even reprising the role in 2022. Of course, it's not just the legendary Jedi that he's been playing all this time. During filming for the prequels, he also managed to star in Moulin Rouge, Black Hawk Down, and Big Fish. Since then, just a few of his notable movies include Angels and Demons, Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, Christopher Robin, Dr. Sleep, and Birds of Prey.
Harleen Quinzel.
Hiya, Romy.
He's also pursued another major passion, motorcycling, documenting trips across Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Number 11, Ian McDermott, Darth Sidious.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting you.
Despite his relatively small screen time in Return of the Jedi, Ian McDermott made Darth Sidious an instantly iconic villain. He rounded out the character in the prequel trilogy and returned for The Rise of Skywalker. He's also voiced the role for animation and video games.
Mine at last.
While it remains the best-known role in his filmography, his main passion is the theater, particularly Shakespearean plays. With an extensive list of credits as both actor and director, he's been keeping busy on the stage and has won numerous awards doing so. Number 10, Frank Oz, Yoda.
I am wondering, why are you here?
I'm looking for someone.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
Originally, Frank Oz wanted to be a journalist, but his life took an unexpected turn after he met Jim Henson and became a puppeteer instead. As such, he's brought numerous beloved Muppet characters to life, both before and after puppeteering and voicing Yoda in Star Wars. He's also an accomplished filmmaker himself, with his directing credits including the likes of The Dark Crystal, The Muppets Take Manhattan, and Little Shop of Horrors. He has now semi-retired from Muppet work to dedicate more time to directing. Number 9, Kenny Baker, R2-D2.
Did you hear that?
Did you know that the original R2-D2 actually had an actor hiding inside?
When there's dialogue going on, and I'm reacting to the dialogue, or being spoken to by somebody, but I have to sort of move and look left, look right, shake, say yes, say no. I have to kind of get into a rhythm with it.
Kenny Baker was an English actor who started out as a circus performer and even had a comedy act known as the Minitones. Baker was brought on to the original Star Wars film and remained with the franchise for 6 films. Between his performances in the original and prequel trilogy, he was in several other films including The Elephant Man, Willow, Amadeus, and Labyrinth. Sadly, his later years were plagued by health difficulties. After serving as a consultant on Star Wars The Force Awakens, Baker passed away in 2016. Number 8. Anthony Daniels, C-3PO.
You can call me Luke.
I see, Sir Luke.
No, just Luke.
Oh. And I am C-3PO.
While Anthony Daniels has appeared on several TV shows such as on Prime's Suspect, most of his filmography is Star Wars related. The English-born actor has appeared as the droid C-3PO in over 50 films, TV shows, video games, theme park rides, and documentaries. Along with continuing to keep up his Star Wars appearances, he also serves as an adjunct professor at Carnegie Mellon University's Entertainment Technology Center. You'll also find him enjoying his time gardening and relaxing in his home in southeastern France.
The story, many people think, is about the story of good versus evil, father and son. It's actually the story of a gold robot.
Yeah,
and
that's what everybody else is just superfluous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 7. Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca. Like Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew enjoyed a wonderful career with Star Wars as a touchstone.
He made a fair move. Screaming about it can't help you.
Known for his portrayal of the ever-popular character Chewbacca, Mayhew remained with the franchise up until Star Wars The Force Awakens. Due to ongoing health issues, he passed the reins of his furry character to Yuna Swatamo, while still serving as a consultant for the films. When not acting, Mayhew found time to write 2 children's books that discussed how his physical stature had affected him in his youth, and how he learned to draw strength from it. After several major surgeries, Mayhew died of a heart attack in 2019.
I'm glad that they've given him the opportunity to be able to come and do as much as possible and get the old gang back together again.
Number 6. John Boyega, Finn. It all began with Luke, Leia, and Han. In the sequel trilogy, it was Rey, Poe, and Finn. John Boyega played the stormtrooper turned rebel in the sequel trilogy.
You are always scum.
Rebel scum.
With only 4 films under his belt, it became a breakout role for him, showcasing his talent to a wider audience. While filming Star Wars, he also starred in Pacific Rim Uprising. More recent credits include 2022's The Woman King and Breaking.
Wait.
God. Wait! It's all up and told! It's the wait!
Brian.
What do I need to do to get the attention that I need right now?
Boyega has also been vocal in the press about his support for the Black Lives Matter movement. Number 5. Daisy Ridley, Rey. The writing behind the sequel trilogy received criticism from critics and fans alike, but one thing most agree on is Daisy Ridley's performance.
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
I will remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open.
Like other leads in Star Wars, she was a relatively unknown actress at the time, propelled into stardom. While the trilogy was ongoing, she also had roles in Murder on the Orient Express and Ophelia.
Ophelia?
In the flesh. You live, my love.
She since starred opposite Tom Holland in 2021's Chaos Walking, a film that did not do either actor justice. Hopefully, her upcoming appearances in The Marsh King's Daughter and Young Woman and the Sea involved material more worthy of her talent.
Rey Skywalker.
Number 4. James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. While David Prowse was in the costume, James Earl Jones was the voice.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
After the original trilogy, Jones had roles in successful films like Field of Dreams, The Hunt for Red October, and of course as Mufasa in The Lion King. He's also made several television appearances, such as on The Big Bang Theory.
You know, when I first read the script for Empire Strikes Back, and Darth Vader told Luke he was his father, I thought for sure he was lying.
Me too.
Yeah, but he wasn't, was he?
He was not. How messed up was that?
Notable reprisals of his role as Vader include in Star Wars Rebels and Rogue One. In 2021, fans saw him reprising his role as King Jaffe in the Coming to America sequel with Eddie Murphy.
You must heed my words before I'm gone.
Please don't leave us so soon, Your Highness. Zamunda needs you.
Oh, shut up, Simi. You don't have to suck up to me anymore.
While he retired from voicing Vader in 2022, he's given permission for his voice to be recreated using artificial intelligence. Even the real voice now may be replaced by a machine. Number 3, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia.
Too little short for a stormtrooper.
Huh?
She was far from the helpless damsel in distress audiences had seen countless times before. When Carrie Fisher took on the role of Leia, she brought to life a bona fide badass. It was Fisher's breakout role, but with her razor-sharp wit, she went on to star in numerous films and TV shows, showcasing her impressive comedy chops.
It's not funny anymore, James!
She also branched out into writing, publishing 8 books along with several screenplays and stage plays. Fisher became known as a top script doctor, working on the screenplays for movies such as Hook, Sister Act, and The Wedding Singer. After reprising her role as Leia for the sequel trilogy, Fisher sadly passed away from cardiac arrest in December of 2016.
Starting to think it isn't possible to hear the voices of the Jedi who came before.
Nothing's impossible.
Number 2, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No. Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Having appeared as Luke in the original and sequel trilogies, Hamill is synonymous with the sci-fi franchise. But his work has gone far beyond that of Yoda's apprentice.
Who says crime doesn't pay?
Hamill has a long list of voice acting credits in animated works, especially from DC Comics. His best-known voice role is arguably as Batman's arch-nemesis Joker, with other notable roles including Hobgoblin in Spider-Man and Lord Ozai in Avatar: The Last Airbender. He also helped bring young Luke back to the screen in the shows The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett, with the help of some impressive movie magic.
You're trying too hard. Don't try. Do.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Harrison Ford, Han Solo.
I love you.
I know.
He's been Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Replicant Hunter Rick Deckard, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, and the President of the United States. It's not really about where he is now, but more like where hasn't he been?
Get off my plane.
With a jump start from George Lucas, Ford's career took off like a rocket, which he's kept going with his considerable talent ever since. Although his presence as an action hero has lessened over the years, it hasn't stopped him from finding new roles and entertaining audiences. When he's not on the screen, he flies airplanes as a hobby, advocates for the environment, and even supports real-life archaeologists in their work. With a career spanning 6 decades, he's a cultural icon with an incredible body of work.
Dad.
I know.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.